What's up, it's DymC, and I'm back as promised with the methods that I've used to help heal me in situations that I felt maybe was difficult, depressing, anxiety, all of that. One way you could maybe identify with is the chakra. This is a beginner's guide to healing, a chakra, the beginning guide to healing. And I got this from Barnes & Nobles. This will help me break down what blockages I have. You find out so much about your chakras. Once you identify and learn where your chakras are, it helps you with identifying what's the problem and what's being blocked. Use your body's energy to promote health, healing, and happiness. This is the introduction. What are chakras? Chakras are spinning energy centers that directly influence your well-being and how consciously and happily you create your life's path. When all of the chakras are balanced, you feel safe, creative, strong, and secure in yourself and relationships. You are comfortable speaking your mind and your thoughts come together with clarity and ease. You also feel connected to your intuition and the vital energy of the universe. At times, chakras become imbalanced, and there are ways to bring your deficient and excessive chakras into balance. Here's a picture out of the book identifying where exactly your chakras are. And this is on a man or woman's body. There are 7 different chakras. The first chakra is the crown chakra, which is at the top of your head. The second here is the third eye chakra. And I have the third eye crystal. You have the throat chakra, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Coquina jasper. This is the solar plexus chakra, and this is also known to be a healing crystal. It helps connect with and make contact to our guides and our angels. Like all jaspers, it has a very protective and stabilizing effect that allows us to restore our energy levels and take a few deep breaths of relaxation. Jasper healing properties. It sustains and supports through times of stress and brings tranquility and wholeness. It provides protection and absorbs negative energy. It balances yin and yang, clears electromagnetic and environmental pollution, including radiation. Wow. This is the Coquina, spelled C-O-Q-U-I-N-A, jasper. A third eye chakra. Crystals, scents, meditation, and knowing your chakras, they all intertwine with one another. The third eye awakening, which is the 6th chakra, where you listen to your inner voice and intuition. This helps you with making clear decisions for you to reach your true purpose and mission in life. It can provide perception beyond ordinary sight. So it's helping wake you up. You have 2 eyes you can see out of physically. The third eye will help awaken your subconscious and put different things in perspective for you.
Put this shit in existence, you keep going by yourself, you know you can do that, and that's your mentality every day. Man, you gonna do that without whoever. And then through the process of music, stress, all this stuff going on, a lot of shit going on, I kind of lost it. That's why I said, like, making my album was a real testimony, because, like, I lost myself in the process of making it. But then at the end, I found myself just by, I was trying to find peace, like a way to find peace to where I could just get some alone time and just really focus on my thoughts so I wouldn't be driving myself crazy. And I started meditating. And I found myself again, like right when all my blessings about to come in, it's like, it set my mind back right on what's important, Because at first I was just drained. I was drained, but I feel like how drained I was, it kind of benefited in the music I was making. Now God, like, all right, you ain't got to be like that no more here. Like, but I said a prayer, like, make my 2020 hell. And I just want a healthy pregnancy and a healthy daughter. And I said, you give all my blessings to other people. And that's how my year went. It's just all about, it starts with you. It's all about getting in the right space, being comfortable. You don't have to sit in a certain way. You ain't got to do all that. It's just you being comfortable. Focus on your breathing, control your thought. And if you having wonders, anxieties, anything in your head to where you can't focus on your breathing, it's in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you can't focus on your breathing because you're worrying about other shit, you make you a box. You make a mental thought box, like for real, and you open up that box. Just like how you got the pictures in it, it worked the same way with your head. You put all your worries in that box, and you close it, you put a lock on it, and then you put yourself in a happy place to where you want to be. And just think about all the good, cuz, and all the good, and just think about how you already got it, because you do got it. It's all in you.
I'm going to read the first page out of my meditation book. It explains what meditation is for. Meditation is mind training, and the term refers to a group practice that all share a key feature. They're intended to cultivate the mind in some ways, such as promote relaxation, encourage mental clarity, and to expand one's sense of vibrancy, awareness, and connectedness. The practices in this book will help you rediscover these inner resources. You'll be guided through 52 different meditation and mindful practices, and you'll be encouraged and experienced to experiment with and explore meditation for yourself in ways that work best for you. We live in a world today, a lot of times we may think we know someone or know something, but in reality, it's really not that way.
You can get a letter from a spiritual leader that can opt you out of vaccines. But if you're going to be in that public school system, your child will be ostracized. You'll never know it. See, I was in the system, so I know. Everything that happened in the school, they always blamed the child that wasn't vaccinated. That child became a pariah in the building.
You're one of the first people to really shed light on AIDS being racialized. And one person who was talking about cures and bringing forth certain cures for AIDS was a guy named Sears Miles, the brother from back in the 80s and early 90s. A lot of his stuff was really circulating heavy on the underground circuit of LA. And this brother mysteriously died, of course, around 1995.
Yeah, the Nation of Islam got in trouble for bringing Qumran from one of the African nations. I don't know if it was Ghana or Kenya, I believe. And they snatched it up as soon as I believe his name was Dr. Alim Muhammad. As soon as Dr. Alim Muhammad got into Atlanta, Georgia, they snatched it up. And remember, Atlanta is the headquarters of CDC. Do you remember when I said that when you deal with diseases, you're dealing with property that belongs to the government? Well, Qumran, that's a name of a drug. The name of drugs is also their property.
In the late 70s, early 80s, they had something in Atlanta called the Atlanta child murders, where there were dozens of black children being found dead. Many of the children were being found in the Chattahoochee River. And what was interesting about the Atlanta child murders is that the CDC was involved in the investigation, and that confused a lot of people. Why is the CDC involved in this investigation? There were a lot of rumors. One rumor was that the boys, there were some kind of chemicals being taken out of the testicles of the boys for some kind of research. There was a lot of rumors. But one thing we know that those bodies were found in the Chattahoochee River. What's interesting, fast forward to a couple of years ago, a CDC doctor, a black guy, he was found missing. He was missing for a long time, and they ended up finding his body in the same river, the Chattahoochee River. So it's a lot of strange stuff going on with the CDC in Atlanta in that area.
And if someone is obese, they're actually starving. Isn't that interesting? You think that they're really getting some nourishment because they got so much of the body, but actually they're starving. They keep looking for more food because there's no value in the food. It comes up zero. So that's why they'll eat and sleep.
Processed food is when you take one substance out of a plant and you just eat that. So you have a wheat berry, which has vitamin E and oils in it and water and minerals in it. And instead of taking the whole plant, you just take the starch out of the wheat berry and trash the rest of it, sell wheat germ, oil, and all that stuff. So once you take that substance out, by definition, it's called a drug. When you isolate something from a plant, you isolate the cocaine from the cocoa leaf, you got a drug. You isolate the heroin from a poppy seed, you got a drug. When you isolate the starch from a wheat berry, you got a drug. So we're calling this thing a food when it's actually a drug.
Sugar and salt, they react with the same part of the brain as crack cocaine does to stimulate hunger, to stimulate excitement, to stimulate anger, all of these different things. So they put that in the fries, they put that in the burgers. The burgers are mixed with slime and other chemicals.
Right now, we could drink strawberry soda, artificially flavored, and we read the ingredients on the can. we're not going to find strawberries as an ingredient. But it smells like strawberry and it tastes like strawberry. Why? The chemicals. The chemical capital is in New Jersey. Chemicals for your ice cream, for your burgers, your cakes, for everything. These people can take those chemicals and put it in dog manure and make it taste like chicken McNuggets.
A lot of the processed foods, that's an oxymoron. This sliced 100% turkey breast that you're getting. Well, okay, what does turkey look like? It's dry. It's a dry food. You can't wiggle it like this on a slice. Okay, that's ridiculous. It's usually, at that point, it's 3% meat. And they say 100% turkey breast, they're talking about 3%.
Our body frequency and the sunlight is really one. It's in one alignment. So when people want to get charged, when they want inspiration, when they want to learn the latest dance song, whatever the creative energy that we have, they plug into us. They don't necessarily give us back in kind. It's a lot of stealing and taking away, but we have that ability to charge any and everything with our thoughts, with a touch. That's why so many babies are raised, on a plantation. Who's raising them? Black mothers.
You get sick eating processed foods. Processed foods have to be preserved. And you only preserve that which is dead.
The average woman is hemorrhaging. She doesn't know she's hemorrhaging. The average woman is bleeding 5, 6, 7, 8 days. That is hemorrhaging. We really just no more than 1, 2, or 3 days tops, and maybe a few drops of blood, if that much. Because when you lose that blood, it's coming out of the brain. And that's how come we become hysterical, mood swings, angry, hostile. They find that there's more women that went into prison during the time of their menstrual flow. That's when they're most violent to themselves and to their family.
White women, their uterus, the reproductive organ with which to house a newborn or a child or a fetus, their bodies are not able to hold them as much as the original Black and brown women. So now they're getting transplants, these uteral transplants, while Black women are encouraged to get hysterectomies.
You can't even say, hey, listen, drink carrot juice. Carrot juice will cure you of cancer. The FDA will send you a letter and tell you you're using carrot juice in a way that makes carrot juice a drug. And that drug has not been tested.
Because sugar's a few molecules away from crack and cocaine, and everybody's addicted. It's a legal drug, so it looks normal. And so it's the same thing as snorting it up. Because sugar eats away at the brain, so we become senile at a young age, forgetful. Eats away at the nervous system, so we get traumatized, we get stressed out, we can get violent just after having a few donuts and a soda.
13 years at least before Freeway Rick got his hands on it, before the CIA was pushing him to make the money to give back to Ronald Reagan to fight the Contras in Nicaragua because Congress wasn't giving him the approved amount of funds he needed.
Also a very popular healing crystal, the rose quartz. The rose quartz is the feel-good amulet. It encourages love and compassion, as well as it cultivates forgiveness in others and oneself. And the amethyst is said to provide emotional support in the form of confidence and calmness. This includes protection from negativity or stress and anxiety. Many people use this stone for work-related stress and meditation. Ultimately, the amethyst has healing properties. I'll elaborate more on the books I have, like Everyday Crystals and Rituals, A Beginner's Guide to Healing with the Chakras, Weekly Practices Relieving Stress and Finding Balance in a Cultivating Day. And my handy dandy magical aromatherapy, The Power of Scent by Scott Cunningham. The power of scent goes all the way back to Egyptian cultural festivities, and I will elaborate more on that. So we're just going to learn and grow and evolve together. Remember, it's very important to take care of your mind, body, and soul. Until next time, peace, love, and happiness.